Well, good morning, guys. So, last day has just been talking about. Yeah, I was just talking about the runtime software in the last class. So, what did I say? If at all you wanted to run a .NET application on a machine, if at all you wanted to run a .NET application on a machine, must and should you just require to install the software. Must and should you require to install a software. What is the software? You and you. Use the mask, guys. Yourself and yourself. Use your mask in the class. Okay. So if at all you wanted to just use it, you're required to install the runtime software on the machine. Without installing the runtime software, you cannot run the .NET applications on the machine. Is that clear? Okay. Without installing the runtime software on your machines, you cannot run the .NET applications on the machine. Compulsory you're required to install. And what did I say about the runtime? Basically, this runtime will sit on the top of the operating system, and all the .NET applications will be running inside of it. All the .NET applications will be running inside of it. And what is the advantage? The advantage of running the applications inside the runtime is 3 advantages I explained for you. Remember, first one, platform independency. Second one, security. Third one, automatic memory management. Platform independency, security, automatic memory management are the 3 benefits what you achieve by executing your applications inside of the runtime software. So this is what I clarified for you in the previous class about the .NET runtime. About the .NET runtime, this is what I just explained you over there yesterday. Okay, fine. And finally, we talked about this here. This runtime software was developed when in the late 90s. In the late 90s, Microsoft started the development of the runtime software. And what is the name of it? Initial name is NGWS, Next Generation Windows Systems. Next Generation Windows System. Okay, NGWS, Next Generation Windows Systems. Also, it can also be called as, so later on the name was renamed, guys. Later on its name was renamed, and today we call it as .NET Runtime. We call it as .NET Runtime actually. Okay. Next point. Okay. What is the next thing I said here? To develop this runtime, Microsoft has first prepared a set of specifications. To develop the runtime, Microsoft has first prepared a set of specifications. A set of specifications have been developed by Microsoft to you. So what are the specifications called? We call them as CLI specification. Okay, we call them as CLI specification. Stands for Common Language Infrastructure Specifications. What is that I said you guys? Basically, every software, you just understand a point here. Every software will need a specification. Just like every, you build a house, you need a plan for a house. You build a software, you need a specification for the software. When you are building a house, you need a plan for the house. When you are building a software, you require a specification for the software. Are you guys clear? You want a fan? You want a fan? Just a minute. Okay. So you require a specification. Now, if you just understand, speed తగ్గించేసినట్టుంది చూడండి. స్పీడ్ తగ్గిపోయిందా ఏంటి? శ్రీనివాస్ నేను వీడియో వచ్చిందా పంపించమా Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah. So what I said here, if at all you just wanted to build the runtime. So sorry, not the runtime. If at all you just wanted to a software, what you require is a specification. You need a specification. And actually, I was just telling about the four important specifications. I said about the specifications here. The specifications are called as CLI specifications. And in the CLI specification, there are four important points to understand. In the CLI specification, there are four important points to understand. What are the four? CLS, common language specification. Second one, common type system. Third one, metadata. Fourth one, VES or virtual execution system. So this is where we stopped in the last class now. So today, let's continue from here. Today, let us continue from this particular point. What is CLS, what is CTS, what is metadata, and what is VES? Let's try to understand about these things in detail today. Okay. Listen, guys, this one. I already explained about this, but some of you may be new into the session. So for that reason, I'm just telling you. Listen to these points carefully. .NET is not a single language, but it is a collection of languages. It's a collection of languages, and there are 30 plus languages in .NET, so that programmers can choose any one language from the list of languages. So it is, the concept is like, if anyone has not attended in the standing, I gave in the videos, I asked you to watch the videos, and the videos explained all the things. But if anyone has not completed, for them, I'm just giving an explanation. Basically, it is not one language, guys. It's a collection of languages. How many languages are there? 30 plus languages in .NET. So that programmers can choose any one language from the list of languages. It is like offering a product in multiple colors. It is like offering a product in multiple colors. Now, guys, remember, if a product is offered in multiple colors, now tell me, can we purchase a color of our choice or not? You want to purchase a bike. The bike comes in 10 colors. I can pick one color from the bike now. You see the Walla bikes. The Walla bikes came to multiple colors. So many 10 colors are there in the Walla. So you can pick a color of your choice. So same way, Microsoft has given you how many languages for you? 30 plus languages for you, and telling you choose any one language from the list. Okay. Second important point. All languages are same. That is, features and functionalities of all these languages will not vary. But the only difference is in the syntax of writing the code. The only difference is in the syntax of writing the code. See, Walla bike comes in 10 colors. Will features vary? Color to color, will the features vary? Color to color features won't vary. What will vary? The look of the bike, that's all. Features won't vary. All will give the same features for you. A black color bike will not run faster, or a white color bike will not give you more performance. Everything is same. Engine is same for all the things. Here also, the features and functionalities of all the languages will not vary. What is the difference is only the syntax of writing the code. Every language follows a different style of coding, that's all. Okay. Next. Languages of .NET are some of the important languages of .NET. What is it? C#, F#, J#, VB.NET, COBOL.NET, Pascal.NET. Okay, Pascal.NET. Fortran.net, VC++.net, Iron Python, ML.net. There are so many languages like this. Okay. C sharp, F sharp, J sharp, VB.net, COBOL.net, Pascal, Fortran. Oh, number of languages are available for you under the list. Okay. But the most popular of all these languages is, what are the most popular, guys? C sharp. The most popular of all these languages is C sharp. Okay. And also everything in .NET is built by using the development of .NET itself is done by C sharp, guys. The development of .NET itself is done by C sharp. Okay. But the most popular of all these languages is going to be C sharp, and also everything in .NET, everything in .NET is built by using C sharp only. Hope this point is clear for you. So that is the reason why we are learning which language? We are learning C sharp.NET only. ASP.NET is not a language. ASP.NET is a technology for building web applications. Okay. Yeah. But the most popular of all these languages is C sharp, and also everything in .NET is built by using C sharp only. Are you clearer or not? Okay. And next, you can build your applications by using any of the above listed languages, but after compilation, all the languages will generate the same type of output code known as, last class we discussed now, guys, CIL code. Last class I said you CIL code. Tomorrow when we want to install a Java application on the client system, we install bytecode. When we want to install the .NET application on the client system, what we install? CIL code. Remember this point, guys. You may write code by using any language, C sharp, VB, F sharp, whatever language you write, but final outcome is CIL code. Are you clear? Actually, I have a doubt now. Sir, you said you will tell the specifications now. Yes, here I'm talking about the specifications only. I'm talking about that only. All these are interrelated. That's why I'm explaining for you. Are you clear? So I'm talking about the specifications only. Concentrate on this. Any doubts with any point what I said here? Whatever language you write, final outcome is CIL code. Okay, now what is the final outcome? The CIL code is the final outcome. Fine. So we get the CIL code and the CIL code is installed on the client system. Okay. Now see, because all these languages after compilation generates the same output code, that is CIL code. The compiled code of one .NET language can be reused from another .NET language. So what is this? Guys, see, there is a black color Ola bike here. There is a red color Ola bike. Can I exchange the parts of this bike with that bike? Possible or not possible? Because both are same. One is Ola bike, another one is Bajaj bike. Can I exchange the parts? I cannot exchange the parts. When can I exchange? When both are Ola, I can exchange the bike's parts now. Correct or not? Same point I'm telling you here. Because all these languages, after compilation generates the same output code, that is CL code, the compiled code of one .NET language, can be reused from any other .NET language. You write code in C sharp, guys. Generate CIL code. Now that CIL code I can use in VB.NET language now. I'm only theoretically telling you. Once we start programming, I'll show you practically also. Right? Today you don't have practical knowledge to show. I'm only theoretically explaining you. I'll practically show you. I will write code in C sharp. I will show you how to use in VB. I'll write code in VB. I'll show you how to use in C sharp. I'll show you very clearly all these particular things once we go into programming part. Is it clear, all of you? So that is possible. Okay. Can be reused from another .NET language, and we call this feature as language. What do you call, guys? Language independency. We call it as language independency. And don't forget, the independency is only between the .NET languages. Don't think like I can consume a Java code here or I can consume Python code here. That's not possible. I'm talking only independency between the .NET languages, not with other languages. I did never tell you about there is an independency with other languages, guys. Only .NET languages have this independency. That's what I said here. Bajaj bike vehicles spare parts cannot be used with Ola. Java is different product. What is it? Only between .NET languages only. Within the .NET languages. 30 plus .NET languages, na? All the 30 plus can interoperate with each other. All the 30 plus can communicate or interoperate with each other. And we call this as a language independency. What do we call that? Language independency is what we call it. Just a minute, guys. Yeah, guys, someone asking about yesterday's video. The video was posted there. Someone asking about the yesterday's video. The video was posted there. You can copy that. Okay. Okay, guys. Coming back. Yeah. Because all these languages after compilation generates the same output code. What is that? CL code. The compiled code of one .NET language can be reused from another .NET language, and we call this feature as language interoperability. Clear, Ram? Okay. Now see, all of you. See, listen. If any two languages wants to interoperate or communicate with each other. If any two languages wants to interoperate or communicate with each other, they need to cross two hurdles. They need to cross two hurdles, guys. What are the two hurdles? First hurdle. There should not be any mismatch in compiled code. There should not be any mismatch in compiled code. Second, there should not be any mismatch in data types. All of you carefully listen to me. If any two languages wants to interoperate or communicate with each other, they need to cross two hurdles. What are the two hurdles? There should not be any mismatch in compiled code. There should not be any mismatch in data types also. Okay, just a second. What's this picture, all of you? What is this one? Second, third one, three languages. For every language, there is a separate compiler, guys. C sharp has C sharp compiler to compile the code. F sharp has VBS. So we have separate compilers to compile the code now. Are you clearer or not? Now, all of them are generating what? Common Intermediate Language, CIL. Are you clear? I shown only 3 languages here, but actually how many languages will come like this? 30. How many compilers will come now? 30. But final outcome is one only. What is that? CIL code. Okay, now see, if any 2 languages wants to communicate or interoperate with each other, what did I say? They need to cross 2 hurdles. What is the first hurdle? There should not be any mismatch in compiled code. Yes or not? Watch the picture here. Come on, tell me, do you have any mismatch in compiled code now? All are generating CIL code only. See, I talk in English, you talk in English. Where is the confusion now? Yes or not? But I talk in my mother tongue and you talk in your mother tongue, problem starts. But if I talk in English and you talk in English, there is no problem at all. So the same thing is happening for you. So did you understand there is no compiled code in mismatch now? Are you clearer or not? There is no compiled code mismatch now. Compiled code mismatch is not there here. All are generating the same output code, CL code. But tell me, can I consume byte code here? Can I consume byte code here? No, you cannot. Why? Compiled code mismatch, that is byte code. This is CL code, compiled code mismatch. So C sharp cannot use Java code or Java cannot use C sharp code. Point clearer. But between the 30 .NET languages, we don't have compiled code mismatch at all. Clearer or not? Second thing. What is the second thing I said to you? There should not be mismatch in data types. There should not be mismatch in data types. Okay, all of you, carefully observe this one. Language 1, I'm not telling you which language. Language 1, after compilation generated machine code. Language 1 after compilation generated machine code. Same like that, language 2 after compilation generated, can they interoperate? Can they interoperate? Come on, fast. Yes or not? Not guaranteed. Why not guaranteed? You are forgetting the second point. You are focusing only on the first one only. Compiled code mismatch is not there. No, sir. Why is it not possible? You are thinking. You need to think about the second point. What is it? Data type mismatch. What you know? In language 1, for example, in language 1, int size is 2 bytes. And in language 2, int size is 4 bytes. Come on here. Can you interpret now? Did you understand the problem now? You want to exchange a shirt with your friend. You want to exchange a shirt with your friend. Is the brand of the shirt important? You want to exchange a shirt with your friend. Is the brand of the shirt important? Is the color of the shirt important? Is the size of the shirt important? Yes, size is important. Size of the shirt is important. The size of the shirt is very, very important. What is not important? Color is not important. Brand is not important. What is important? Size of the shirt is going to be very, very important to you in this case. Am I correct or not? Yeah, that is what. See, if the 2 languages wants to interoperate with each other, both are machine code only. So both are talking in the same, but sizes are different, guys. One has 2 bytes, one has 4 bytes. Tomorrow, language 2's code I want to consume in language 1. What is integer size? 4 bytes. In language 1, integer size is 2 bytes. When I'm consuming now, I want 4 bytes to execute, but you are giving me 2 bytes of memory and asking me to run the code. How you are? Yes or not? Okay, you need an extra large size shirt. I'll give you a small size. Wear it now. Array, same problem now. Did you catch my point or not? 2 things should be very clear. What are the 2 things? Mismatch in compiled code. Watch it, guys. This picture very clearly shows you. What is it? Between the .NET languages, compiled code mismatch will not occur. All will have CIL code only. What is the second thing we need to clarify? Data type mismatch. Am I correct? All languages of .NET follows a rule. All .NET languages follows a rule. What is the rule, you know? Uniform data type structure. What is that? Uniform data type structure. What is that? Similar data types should always be same. Similar data types will always be same in size. Similar data types will always be same in size. Take integer. Integer size is 4 bytes. In which language? In all the .NET languages. Character size is 2 bytes. In all the .NET languages. Boolean size is 1 byte. In all the .NET languages. Decimal is 16 bytes. In all the .NET languages. Array, when you all are same now, where mismatch comes now? Are you getting me? Array, that's the simple point I'm saying, you guys. I'm talking in English. You're talking in English. No problem anywhere now. Yes or not? In English, all are same only. Only thing is American English, British English, but grammar is not different. Array, spellings will be different. That's all. Color in British English, how do you write? COLOUR. In American English, how do you write? COLOR. Except that color is same in both. English only. American English or British English, words meaning will not change now. Got my point or not? Okay. So exactly the same thing is when all of us are speaking in English, there is no confusion. There is no problem anywhere. But if I start speaking in my regional language, Telugu, and you start speaking in your regional language, Tamil or Malayalam or Punjabi or Odia or something, then only problem starts. So now tell me, do you have any problem with between the .NET languages now? No. There is no compiled code mismatch. All are CIL. Second thing, there is no data type mismatch also. There is no data type mismatch also. Remember, we have .NET languages now. How many .NET languages are there? 30 plus. All these 30 plus languages are like our regional languages, guys. Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Punjabi, Kannada, Bengali, Odia, so many languages are there now, like our regional languages. CIL code is like our national language or international language now. What's your national language? Hindi. Or international language, English. We can communicate to all of us. All of us are connected together through Hindi or English. Correct or not? So CIL code is like our national or international language. What here? If all are comfortable with Hindi, we can speak in Hindi. If all are comfortable with English, we can speak in English. So we are speaking in English and CIL code is like English now. Okay now? So, well, now what's your question will be, sir, you said that you will talk about the specifications now and you're talking about that, right? Yeah, actually I said about the specifications only, guys. What was specification? Common language specification. Second one, common type system. Yes or not? Read this, all of you. It is a set of these rules. All the .NET languages has to adopt. All the .NET languages has to adopt to interoperate or communicate with each other. That is, after compilation of source code, all languages of .NET should be generating the same type of output code so that when any two languages wants to interoperate or communicate with each other, then compiled code mismatch will not come into picture. Did you understand the rule now? Our specification 4 rules are there. Yeah. What is the first rule? Common language specification. What is telling you? The common language specification is telling you every .NET language after compilation should generate the same type of output code. Are you clear? When you come into the classroom, you have a rule. What is the rule? All the people should talk in English. Yes or not? That is only common language specification also. Everyone should come, every language after compilation should generate the same type of output code. What do you call that? CIL code. We call it as CIL code. When you just call it as CIL code, then when any two languages wants to interoperate or communicate with each other, okay, sorry, as to adopt it to interoperate or communicate with each other. That is, after compilation of source code, all languages of .NET should be generating same type of output code. So when any two languages wants to interoperate, compile code mismatch will not come at all now. I hope you are clear with the first point. The first point talking about the first hurdle. What the first hurdle? There should not be any mismatch in compiled code, right? That's what. Second point, read. According to this, all languages of .NET should adopt a rule regarding the data types. What is that? What is that? Uniform data type structure. That is, similar types should always be same in size. So that if any two languages wants to interoperate with each other, then data type mismatch will not come into picture. The second point talking about the second hurdle, see now. First point is talking about the first hurdle. Second point is talking about the second. Is everyone clear? Yes or not? So this is the first and the second rules, guys. See, basically, all languages of .NET have a feature I said here. What is the feature? Language independency. How does tomorrow if an interviewer asks you a question, what is the question? How language independency works between .NET languages? How language independency works between .NET languages? It is because of CLS and CTS. Did you understand the answer? It is because of CLS and CTS. First one is telling compiled code mismatch should not occur. Second one is telling data type mismatch should not occur. When compiled code and data type mismatch doesn't occur, any two languages can interoperate with each other. Okay? And this functionality of this feature is only between the .NET languages or other languages. Only between the .NET languages. It is not going to be with the other languages. C# is the first language here. Afterwards, F# came. C# is the first language. And Microsoft also has given, say, this question is how you know. There are 10 colors of a bike. There are 10 colors of a bike. But even though 10 colors are present for a bike, any one color will be popular. Yes or not? Any one particular color will be popular. If you raise the question, why is it popular? That question is senseless question, that is. Yes or not? That question really is senseless. Why? 10 colors are there for the bike now. All the people are picking up black color. They may like the look of it. Yes or not? Same way. So many languages are there now. Why C# is popular means same answer I can give, that's all. And the second thing is, one reason why it is popular is most of you people come from where? C language only now. All of you came from C background only now. C# is an extension for C language. C# is a extension for C language. Are you people clearer or not? Because C# is an extension for C#, C# is an extension for C language. The basic fundamentals what you learnt in the C language, data types, conditional statements, for loops, if loops, switch cases, all are same here. No need to again learn them again. Are you clear? Suppose if you go to a language like VB.NET language, if you go to a language like VB.NET language, the way you write a for loop in VB.NET language is different syntax. The way you write a if condition is different syntax. The way you write a while loop is different syntax. The data type names are different. You're required to learn all these things again from the basics. So which one is easy for you to learn now? C# plus VB or F#, J#? C# is easy because C# is extension for the C language. So did you understand, Niraza? That's the answer for your question. Okay. So fine. So I hope you are clear with the first 2 points. CLS and CTS. What is the third one, guys? Metadata. Guys, the metadata, nothing to explain you here. What is metadata is? What is metadata means? Listen, I cannot show you. I'm giving you overview, but we'll talk about metadata in detail when we go to programming. When we go to programming, what is metadata? I'm a C# programmer. I'm a C# programmer. You are a VB programmer. You are a VB programmer. Okay. Now you have written some code in VB. You have written some code in VB. Can I consume your code in my C# now? Array, you have some code in VB. You are giving the code to me. Can I consume that code in C# or not? What did I say? Language interoperability. Just now you're talking about that only. Consume possible now? And I promised you I'll show you practically also once we go to it. Okay. Now guys, tell me, you have written some code in VB, but I am a C# programmer. Yes or not? How do I know what did you write inside of it? You have defined some functions in your code now. How do I know what are the names of the functions? How do I know what inputs should I pass to the function? How do I know what is the result it will give me? You call printf function in C language. For printf function, you require to pass two parameters. First one is format specifier, percentile yes or percentile D or percentile F something. Second one is a value. Am I correct now? If you know that only now you can call the. Am I right or not? But you have written some code in VB. I am consuming it in C sharp. How do I know what did you write? What is the name of the function? What are the input parameters it takes? What is the result it gives? Without knowing, can I consume your code? I want to drive your bike means I require to know driving first year. Understood my point or not? I need to have some knowledge on driving something. Without anything, I cannot. If I don't know, you've given me a bike, but I don't know where is the start button is present for the bike now. Clear or not? So what is metadata is, metadata basically exposes the code to the others. Metadata basically exposes the code to the others. Means you write some code and give to me. You write some code and give to me in VB. The metadata will show me that information in C sharp. The metadata will show me that information in C sharp, telling me this is the function name, these are the parameters you require to pass, this is the result you will get. That metadata will describe all the information to me. Otherwise, you write in VB syntax. I don't know VB. How do I know now? Are you clear or not? Metadata tells me. What the metadata tells me? All your code, whatever you written in VB, the metadata will display me in C sharp. Clearer or not? That's why I said I don't want to talk more on this now. I'll show you practically. I'll clearly show you. I will write code in VB. But when I bring you to C sharp, all that code will be shown for you in VB format. Sorry, C sharp format. Same way you write code in C sharp, go to VB. C sharp code will be shown in VB format. Did you understand the beauty of metadata? It exposes the information. See, the best way I can say metadata is like your resume. If I want to know about a person, if I go through the resume of the person, I can know about the person. What is your knowledge? What are your skills? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Everything is reflected in your resume or not? A resume is our mirror copy, guys. A resume is our mirror image. So we have every information in the resume basically. So metadata is also exactly the same thing. It is going to describe everything about the code. Okay. I'm not talking anything more than this. We'll discuss about it later. See, this means data about, metadata means data about data. Generally, the definition of metadata is data about data. Okay. And this is used when consuming the code implemented in one .NET language from another .NET language. Okay. I'll practically show you guys in the programming classes. We'll talk about this. Clear? Last one. What is the last one? VES stands for Virtual Execution System. Virtual Execution System. So what is this virtual execution system? Listen carefully. Virtual Execution System, also called as CLR, is actually responsible for executing the .NET applications. Now you'll have a doubt here. Sir, you said .NET runtime. Array, this VS or the CLR are the part of the runtime. See, your .NET runtime is like a car. The VS or the CLR, what I'm talking here, is the engine of the car. You need a car, guys, but without the engine, will the car runs? So what you require to install on your machines first? You require to install the runtime software on your machines first. What do you need to install? The runtime software should be installed on your machine. Guys, am I audible? Online students, am I audible? Yeah, Redmi 9 Prime. Enter your name here. You are not. I think you have a problem. Guy, you have a problem. You disconnect and connect again. Check your audio. Okay. So, fine. said everything is perfect here. So if audio problem comes, that is problem from your devices. Okay. So just when you're connecting, just select that option, use device audio, use computer audio, something like headphones, just to check correctly what you are selecting. Okay. Yeah, from my side, voice is very perfect here. We have an amplifier and all the things. Okay. Yeah, VS is like JVM. Yes, correct. Yeah, what I'm telling you, the VS is the execution engine of the .NET runtime. VS is the execution engine of the .NET runtime, and all the .NET applications will be running under the control of the VS. All the .NET applications will be running under the control of the VS. The other name for VS is CLR. Either you can call VS or CLR. Means technical name is VS here, but usage name is CLR. Technical name is VS. Stands for Virtual Execution System. Okay, and usage name is CLR. Stands for Common Language Runtime. Common Language Runtime. Okay now, so just all of you have a look. VS. This is actually responsible for execution of our .NET applications. Actually responsible for execution of our .NET applications, and it is nothing but CLR, Common Language Runtime. VS or CLR is the execution engine of .NET runtime, and all .NET applications will be running in the supervision of the CLR. In the supervision of the CLR. Applications that run inside of the CLR or VS are provided with the following features. Last class we talked on the three features what we have. What was feature? We can run these applications on multiple operating systems. Second one, applications are virus free. Applications are virus free. Third one, we don't require to focus on memory management, malloc, calloc, free, delete. We don't require all these particular things. Who will take care? My runtime will take care. Exactly. See, you travel in a car, no doubt. But what is important in the car? Engine. Without that engine, you purchase a car now, you also require to purchase 2 buffaloes to drive your car now. Yes or not? So engine is the one which is important for you. In the same way, what is the engine for your runtime? The CLR or the VS is a engine for your runtime. Is the point clear, all of you? Okay. So that's what. See, if .NET runtime is a car, if .NET runtime is a car, then CLR or VS is the engine of that car. Engine of the car now. All of you are clear with this? Yes or not? Okay. So basically the CLR or VS is only important for us. So we need to understand a little bit more about the CLR or VS. We need to understand a little bit more about the CLR or the VS. Okay. Watch guys. I'll show you a picture about the CLR architecture. I'll show you one picture about the CLR architecture. All of you watch. That is a CLR architecture. It contains a lot of things. Say you take an engine here. In Google, a lot of things will be there. We'll be taking care of different things now. A piston, a wall, something. So everything is responsible for different activities. Same way, you see the CLR. This is basically responsible for a lot of activities to you. What activities? Look there. The CLR architecture. You look there. We have various components here. Okay. All these things I'm not going to explain you right now here. All these things I'm not going to explain you right now here. You want to understand also. Few things I'll tell you. Few things we'll talk in the programming part. Clear? You want to understand, guys? Few things I'll tell you here. Few things I'll tell you about in the programming part. What is the first one, guys? This class library support. This class library support. Listen. All of you carefully listen to this. Every programming language has built-in libraries to it. Am I right or wrong? Every programming language has built-in libraries to it. Right or wrong? Recollect yourself here. In C language, when we programmed, we called printf, we called scanf. What are these here? Libraries. What is printf and scanf? Libraries. The printf and scanf are nothing but the libraries. What do we call them? Header files. What is the name of the library? Header files. Correct? Second, if you people came across Java in your academics or any time, what do you call the libraries of Java? The libraries of Java are called as packages. The libraries of Java are called as packages. We call them packages. In C language, C++ language, we call header files. In Java and all, we call it as packages. Now come to .NET. In .NET, the libraries are called as base class libraries. What is that? Another name is also there. We can also call framework libraries, but exactly it is simply called base class libraries. The base class libraries. Are you clearer or not? So we call them as base class libraries. So that is the first thing what it is showing you. What is it? Support for base class libraries. Are you clearer? Okay. Thread support and all in the programming only will understand. We cannot talk about them right now here. Type checker also. Thread support, type checker, all these things with programming related only I can tell you. Next one. Security engine. That security engine is the one which is responsible for taking care of the security of your applications. Yesterday we talked about it. Security. Who is responsible for the security? Security engine. It will not allow applications to directly interact with the operating system or operating system to directly interact with the applications. Did you catch my point or not? What is that? It will not allow applications to directly interact with the operating system, and at the same time, it will not allow operating system to directly interact with the applications. Bidirectional, that cannot talk with this directly or this cannot talk with that directly. Both of them cannot interoperate with each other at all. So that is what the role of the security engine. That is what the role of the security engine. Okay, now marshaller, leave it, exception manager, debug engine, all these things again in the programming only we'll talk. Next, MSIL to native compilers. MSIL to native compilers. In the bracket, what is it showing you? JIT. ZIT. Actually, this is called as a ZIT compiler. We call this as a ZIT compiler. What do you call? ZIT compiler. Okay, listen. What is this ZIT compiler? So what did we learn, guys? All .NET languages will generate. All .NET languages after compilation will generate CIL code. All .NET languages after compilation will generate CIL code. Yes or not? Tomorrow, what will you install on the client system? Source code or CIL code? CIL code. We install this CIL code only on client machines. I repeat again, we install the CIL code only on the client machines. Okay. Next, to run the CIL code on client machines. To run the CIL code on client machines. Okay. First, that machine should be installed with .NET runtime software. It should be installed with the .NET runtime software. Okay. Next, inside of the .NET runtime software, we have CLRR VS, which is nothing but the execution engine. Nothing but the execution engine. That is the execution engine. Okay. Next, inside of the CLR or VS, we have a compiler. We have a compiler known as JIT compiler. Inside of the CLR or VS, we have a compiler known as JIT compiler, and this compiler and this compiler is actually responsible for, this compiler is actually responsible for converting CIL code into based on the OS. Based on the OS. Who converts CL code? Who generates CL code? All .NET languages after compilation will generate the CL code. Will generate the CL code. Who does it? And this is performed by appropriate language compilers. We saw the picture now. See, appropriate language compiler, C# code, C# compiler, F# code, F# compiler, VB code, VB compiler. Understood my point or not? So who does it? Appropriate language compiler. So what is generated now? CL code. Now CL code is not operating system understandable code. CL code is not operating system understandable code. If all of them generates operating system understandable code, what is the problem? Array, if the language compiler generates operating system understandable code, what is the problem? Platform dependency. Means if you compile on Windows, you can run on Windows only. If you compile on Linux, you can run on Linux only. But what is the beauty of CIL code? I said you, CIL code can run on any operating system. But if you want to run that, you're required to convert into machine code. So I've given you one example, guys. CIL code is like a packet of Maggie. It's like a packet of Maggie. Is it ready to eat? Can you eat it? Can you open the packet and eat it now? No. What you're required to do? Cook it. You're required to cook it now. And guys, don't forget, when you're cooking that, I give you a packet of Maggie and ask you cook and eat. Each one can cook in the style they want. Each one can cook in a different style now. Watch it. One person wants to cook it as it is, like that only. Another person wants to add some vegetables to it. Add some vegetables and all the things, some spices and everything, and cook it. And another person wants to add an egg in it. You want to cook with an egg? Yes or not? So exactly, the CIL code is also same only. What is it? It is in an intermediate state. And don't forget that the packet of Maggie, what is given is an intermediate state. It is not ready to eat, but easy to cook. But just understand, if you don't have Maggie packet available, can you make noodles on your own? If you don't have a Maggie packet available, can you make noodles on your own? You know, that's a very tough job. You cannot make a noodles on your own. To make noodles, you require a machine for that. You require a machine for that. Otherwise, how that noodle comes exactly in the same size here, it's not hand-picked or handmade. It is completely machine-made. It's completely machine-made. The machines will give you that noodles, basically they will, and that we cannot do at home now. Is it clear or not? So the CIL code is also in the intermediate state, what I'm giving to you. So what to do now? Take the CIL code and convert into machine code. Means take the packet of Maggie and cook it to make it ready for eating now. Make it ready for eating now. So that's what the concept here is. So you see now, the CIL code is taken by CLR. Inside the CLR, what is present? I said you, JIT compiler. Inside the CLR, what is there? JIT compiler. What will the JIT compiler do? Converts into machine code. And I showed you this picture earlier also, but I showed you up to here only. Till now, I showed you up to here only. Now I'm giving a conclusion. Yes, watch here. This is something still present for you. What is that? The CIL code is taken by the CLR and converts this into machine code. And what is the beauty? If I take to Windows, it will generate your Windows machine code. If you take to Linux, it will take to Linux machine code. If you take it to Mac, it will generate your Mac machine code. So can I run this on multiple operating systems? Yes, you have a chance to run this on multiple operating systems. Yes, we need to install the runtime software also according to the operating system. You need to install this according to the operating system. I said in the previous classes already, if you messed up, watch the videos what I given to you. Okay, watch the videos what I provided. Okay, so are you guys clearer how exactly is happening? First also I said you guys, I said you in a way, conversion happens, but now I'm telling you who does it exactly. Here, who does it? CLR. Will the CLR do directly? No. Inside the CLR, JIT compiler. See, Tatas are manufacturing a car means doesn't mean that Ratan Tata will come and manufacture for you. So it is manufactured in the brand of Tata. So runtime performs it means doesn't mean that runtime will do. Inside the runtime, CLR, inside the runtime, JIT compiler. The JIT compiler will do this conversion for you according to that. Just in time. JIT stands for just in time compiler. JIT compiler, just in time compiler. How it performs, I'll teach you in detail. I'll talk about that in detail in the next session. How exactly the JIT compiler will do this conversion for you. Clear? Code manager also will talk later. Garbage collector also will just talk about class loader. All these particular things I can tell you with programming only. Cannot tell you right now. Clearer? Okay. But just in the next session, I'll give you a clear picture how the JIT compiler will convert the CIL code into machine code. And also I'll talk about this garbage collector. This garbage collector. Okay. Just a minute, guys, for all of you. See, regarding the notes, what we have, guys, I just wanted to tell you, actually, the notes will be given for you in the Google Classroom, guys. Wait a minute. For every batch, there will be a Google Classroom created. They create and they send you. Even I also should get from them only. Just a minute. Sir, what is today's date? 11 now. Okay, just a second, guys. Already they created it seems and sent it. Then mail from Naresh IT 777. Yeah, Naresh Technologies. There are? Yeah. Yeah, I got the mail, invitation for the mail. I too should receive, even all of you will receive. You'll be directly given a link. You'll be directly given a link. You can click on the link and join with your email ID. Okay. So just this is the link I create. Join. This is a fresh Google Classroom, guys. What is created? So this will be created for every batch. So your batch also will have this particular thing. And the complete notes will be posted here. Is it clear, all of you? The complete notes will be posted here. You will have the complete notes. Everything will be posted here. The videos of the completed classes, I'll give you from this. I already said you. Up to this week, they'll give you. If anyone new, you can just get the videos from there. You ask the admin also, they'll give you. Okay. For online students, I already copied and pasted over there. Okay. So here we'll have all the things. So here I'm just going to create it in the classwork. I think no people are still there. I don't know. Yeah, guys, already 17 students are added. So basically to get added in this, you're required to complete your payment here. If you complete your payment only, they'll add you in this. Okay. Already 17 students are added inside of it here already. Okay. So you can just say, go to the, I'll paste you all the notes here. So I will tell you, you can download from here. First, I'm just giving you introduction videos. The introduction class videos, I'm just going to paste it. All of you can copy from there. If I still want, you can ping me or the admin. This is admin contact and this is my contact. I said you can just ping us. We'll provide you the videos to you. Okay, already online students are given to you. For offline, yesterday few people messaged and I sent them also. Next. The notes also there. It will be some 170 pages around the notes. It's a Word document. It is a Word document. All of you can download from there. All of you can download from there. See guys, just see, look at this. Open the link, open that, and click on the doc file. It's a Word document. Click on the doc file. Okay, carefully observe. When you click on this, it will load the notes here, and you'll be getting a print icon. You'll have a print icon. If you click on the print, printer don't connect to the printer, and that you can select PDF and download. Okay, but you will get in PDF, it's non-editable again. So better what you do is, don't do that. Just to see. In the last, you have 3 dots here. Click on the 3 dots. Select the option. Open in new window. Open in new window. Okay, it opens in new window, and from here you will get the document in doc format only, so that you can edit it also. Are you clear? So here you click on the 3 dots here and just to say download. It will download in doc format. If you don't use like this from there only, if you say save, it will download in PDF. You can't edit it again. That's what I'm telling you. Download in a doc format. The complete notes, guys. Whatever I said you till now in the classrooms and all these pictures I shown you, remember? Everything was present here. That's why I said you, don't copy anything. I'll give you the notes for everything for you. Okay. And also videos also posted. If you messed up that, you can watch the videos and read the notes. Videos and notes both will match exactly with each other. Okay. About JVM, CLR, everything what I explained to you. This yesterday we talked now. Operating system under which how my code runs and all the things. Is it clear? Okay. You can just download and you can just use it from this particular place, all of you. I posted up the notes there and already 17 people are there in that. You people can download. Contact the admin, Ashutosh. Contact the admin. If at all you want to make payments, contact the admin. This is the admin contact number. I'm posting it here, guys. This is the admin contact number. You can contact the admin for payments. Yeah. This is the complete notes, guys. Is the complete notes. Okay, I posted up the complete notes for you there. Clear on all of you? Until the last session, everything will be present here only. From the day 1 to day end, the notes is there. It's a 170 pages document, completely Word document. Everything will be there. Okay. And if at all you want to get a classroom, students who are in the classroom, if you want to get a hard copy, outside you have Raghavendra Xerox. Just to go outside, you have Raghavendra Xerox. You will also get a book of it. If you want, you can purchase from there. You will also get a printed notes also. You can purchase from there. Clear? So I give you in this particular format. If any changes are there, I'll update and put the changes over there. Is it clear? Okay. Do you cover C# in detail? Without knowing C#, probably you learn here. What is this question? Will you cover in detail? Just to tell you outlines, we did not start the course. Okay. So fine. So am I clear, guys? So from there, you can just download the things. If you have any doubts, let me know. Otherwise, you can leave the session. Okay. And you people, you can just get added into this by contacting the admin. You can contact the admin and you can get added. Okay. If you show your fees receipts, he will add you. Yes. When you pay the fees only, they'll give you access to that Google Classroom. The running notes also will be there. That's all. What I type in the classroom also will be in the notes. Yes, Rohit. నాకు అర్థం కాల ప్రాక్టికల్సా ల్యాబ్ ఓపెన్ ఉంది అడగండి ల్యాబ్ ఓపెన్ ఉన్నట్టుంది ల్యాబ్ ఉంటుంది ల్యాబ్లోకి వెళ్ళి మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోవడమే వీడియోస్ ఇస్తా అయిపోయిన క్లాసెస్ మీరు ఫస్ట్ క్లాసేనా ఫస్ట్ క్లాసా మీరు వీడియోస్ ఇస్తాను వాట్సాప్లో పింక్ చేయండి ఇది నెంబరు వాట్సాప్లో పింక్ చేయండి అయిపోయిన క్లాస్ వీడియోస్ పంపిస్తాం ఇంట్రడక్షన్ క్లాస్ వీడియోస్ ఇచ్చేస్తారు అవర్ క్లాస్ ఈజ్ 1 hour 15 minutes ఓన్లీ బెహరా నాట్ 1 hour 45 minutes అవర్ క్లాస్ విల్ బి 1 hour 15 minutes we still did not start programming Once we just go into programming, it will be 1 hour 15 minutes perfectly. We are still in the introduction classes only. That's why I'm taking only for 1 hour. Raju, Bangar Raju. Bangar Raju. Already posted now. Introduction class videos are already posted. Guys, you can leave. We'll meet tomorrow. పంపించారా? పంపిస్తాను ఒకసారి. రెగ్యులర్ ఏం లేదండి, బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయింది, కంటిన్యూషన్ అంతే. ఏం బ్రేక్స్ ఉండవు, ఏం బ్రేక్స్ ఉండవండి, కంటిన్యూ అయిపోయింది అంతే. మళ్ళీ డెమో క్లాసెస్ అని ఆపి ఉండదు, బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయింది, వెళ్ళిపోద్ది అంతే. డెమో క్లాసెస్ అంటే మా ఉద్దేశం ఏంటంటే మీరు క్లాస్కి వచ్చి విని మీరు సాటిస్ఫై అయితే ఫీజు కట్టాలని, అంతేగాని డెమో క్లాసెస్ ఒకసారి రెగ్యులర్ క్లాసెస్ ఒకసారి ఉండవు. బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయింది, కంటిన్యూషన్ ఇంకా. వచ్చింది. Tomorrow we have a lecture, Rohit. We have a lecture. మీరు నెంబర్ ఏం సేవ్ చేశారు చూసుకోండి. కదా అమ్మాయికి నెట్వర్క్ లేదేమో, తర్వాత పంపించండి, లేకపోతే ఫోటో తీసుకోండి, ఇదిగో. అంటే వీడియోలో ఉన్నాయండి, వినండి, వీడియోలు వినండి, అంతా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను అందులో. ఫస్ట్ వీడియో వినండి, అందులో మొత్తం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను. ఇదేనా? ఓకే, మీరు పంపించండి. Hamid, contact the admin. I don't know. Hamid, contact the admin. I'm not aware.